Another type of chart is a pie chart. So here you just want one set of data like this because you're going to be breaking a circle up into pieces. So I can select this entire table and I can insert a chart and say I want a pie chart, and it's going to take each of these numbers here and put it in a different slice in the pie and give me the labels up here. But there's so many different things you can do to customize this. So here you could turn off the legend up there, but you can go to wedges and you can add the names to each of the wedges like that. You can have or not have the values. For label options you can distance it so you can put it outside. Notice how little arrows get pointed to each one, which is really nice. I can get rid of those little arrows or those lines right there. There's positions. You can distance the wedges from the center so you can break it apart, but you can also do that for one. So I can click in here and just click this one wedge, and if this is the one I want to talk about, I can distance this from the center just all by itself. And you can customize different things for that particular wedge. So there's a lot you can do there. You of course can go to styles for each wedge and pick its color on your own. You can add shadows to a particular wedge, or if I just select the entire thing here, then I'll be able to apply things like that to all of them. Here are the styles. I can pick colors and just a whole set of colors. I can pick a shadow for those. I can also go from a 2D pie to a 3D pie, and then I can move this around like that. But you still have individual things. I can go to the wedges here. I can pick an individual wedge and still that moves the label. This moves the wedge itself to break that apart. There's so much you can do to make your pie chart a little bit better, a little bit different than everybody else's. And you can also go with something that's similar to a wedge or similar to a pie chart, but it's a donut chart. So this is a 2D type of chart, and it's this circle, and you can, instead of having a wedge that goes all the way to the middle, you just have this circle here. So the segments now can have all sorts of different things, like the inner radius can be set so you can have a thicker circle or not. Distance from center for the labels, whether or not they're leader lines to each of those. You can see those lines there. You can pick an individual segment and you can mess around with that. And you can customize these. Now, the reason people like these donut charts now over the wedge charts is they give you a better representation of percentages here. You really get a better visual feel for how much something is taking up, whereas the wedges sometimes seem to kind of over-represent things. You can also put things in the middle here. So you can add some text using a text box, which we'll be looking at soon, so that you can label it in the center there. And here you can see the title by default gets added to the center, but you could change it to be the top as well. So if you like this style of chart, it's a good option that's been added fairly recently to numbers that is similar to pie charts.